Hello everyone, Luca Blights here, back with RWBY. Episode 6 just dropped, which I'm a couple hours behind, but I figured I might as well watch everybody else's reaction to episode 5 before jumping onto this one, because I know that the Rooster Teeth website's going to be crashing, which it does every time the new episode debuts. So I was like, may as well just wait for it to settle down a little bit, wait for everybody to get their viewership done, and then I can move in once, traffic settled down. So, to quickly recap with episode 5, we got a bit of Blake and Sun kind of reminiscing on everything that had happened up to this point, and Sun actually name-dropped Adam, so we got to learn, not really learn, but sort of recap. It wasn't a recap for us because we know what's going on, but it was a recap for the characters and what's going on with them, as well as the overall scheme of things. And then we also got, have I lost all? Oh yeah, Oscar and Ruby, they had their little one-to-one discussion where Oscar's just kind of doubting himself, and Ruby's like, I have those doubts too, and I still do, but we got to press forward. And he doesn't have that confidence built into himself yet, so Ruby's helping him a lot, kind of mentoring him, or not really mentoring him, but kind of being a reliable, like a shoulder to lean on, essentially, because she understands how overwhelming all of this is. And then the big holy shit moment with, of course, well, not really a holy shit moment, but holy shit, plot development. Of course, Sek and Finnick are now calling for the deaths of Gira and Kali. Although, in watching the reactions to people, I noticed that I want to say it was both of them were kind of like, we don't really want to do this because it might be more trouble than it's worth, but the High Leader said we should do it. So there's definitely either they're what I said in the previous reaction, that they operate things from the behind the scenes and pick and choose which one they want to be the leader, or they're seriously just doubting Adam as a whole because of just how unstable he is and how easily, I guess you could say, triggered he is, because you saw him like lose his proverbial shit once he learned that the Belladonnas had spoken out against him, more specifically Gira. And so I want to say that they think that killing Gira is more of a liability than a plus. But they're like, all right, well, he said we got to do it, so let's figure out how to work things through. So I think it could go either way. But yeah, because they said, fuck it, we'll do it, really says something about them as characters. So we definitely don't like them. Or I definitely don't like them, and I definitely don't like Adam. I'm more curious to see what Ilya's going to do, if she's going to intentionally botch it or warn Blake. Like, maybe, put up a fight against Blake and then just be like, oh yeah, the things is going down. You might want to get over there before, shit hits the fan. I want to say Gira's going to bite it. Kali's kind of one way or the other for me. Ilya, one way or the other for me. I don't see them killing both of them, though, because it wouldn't make sense for Blake to have this confidence built up just for her to basically get crushed, unless she somehow turns it around where it's like, you know what, I'm done losing people. I'm not going to lose another person, or something like that. But I don't know. Killing both of them just seems like a bit too much, even for Ruby. Not that Ruby's really been, going in with boldness in terms of killing characters, but there would be a plot reason for it. One of them's definitely dying. I don't see either of them, or I don't see everybody walking out, with their head attached to their shoulders. But I think Gira will go down with the ship, as it were. He'll go down swinging while Kali and the others escape. But Kali may get hurt or something like that, where you think she's going to die, but it turns out she's actually going to be okay. But we'll see. Anyways, on to the episode. Whoops. I nearly screwed that up. Hold on a minute. How could I forget to do that? Like the one important thing. Okay, I don't think I ran it long enough to worry about copyright. Although, speaking of which, my episode 4 actually got randomly copywritten yesterday, like for no reason at all. So yeah, this whole transparent thing, you get what I mean. It's not foolproof. Yeah, again, Anyways, oh, I'm assuming that's Crow. Yeah, that's Crow. In an empty bar.
Regular or the special?
I'm actually looking for someone. Goes by the name Shiro Wan.
That's right. He's out looking for hunters and
He's
huntresses.
a regular around here.
Who's asking?
Hey, I'm not some cop, if that's what you mean.
I'm not some
Shiro
cop.
For a gig.
A
We go
gig.
way back.
Way back, huh?
Hmm?
So, he's a friend of yours.
Yeah, I'd say so. He's a pretty alright guy.
Pretty alright guy.
In that case,
Whoa.
you tell that jerk that he better not show his ugly face in here until he pays me the lien he owes me.
Did I say friend? I meant acquaintance.
Acquaintance.
Really, we're just colleagues. Anyways, thanks for your time, buddy. I'll just be taking off now.
I'm a little bit. All right, look at this scene right here. It feels a little empty to me. I don't know. I prefer vibrance in the environment.
Great start.
Whoa, shit. Really violent. Yeah, it's looking like it's not going well. Oh, she looks interesting. The eye patch and whatnot. Poor crow. That place looks a little run. Oh, that's right. He is in the poor neighborhood side of Mistral. Which, I mean, I guess that would explain why nobody's really out. Oh, never mind. A bunch of kids. Damn urchins, get off my lawn.
Oh, hey there. I'm looking for Heather.
I'm assuming that's her husband?
Look, pal, I've had a rough day. Do you know where she is or not?
Daddy? Does he know where Mommy is?
Oh.
Ugh,
awkward.
I'm sorry to bother you.
Oh, he's good. Oh, man, that must remind him of freaking Tai Yang. Jeez, yeah, that's... Ouch. I mean, he didn't mean anything by it, but ouch. So I guess they're all off on missions. So, well, I mean, if they're doing missions, they're not necessarily doing it for the council. Terminated 1 week ago. 8 weeks ago. 10 weeks ago. Jeez, wow, these... Let's say 5 weeks? Okay, so all these guys have been gone for a while. Makes me wonder if Lionheart maybe had to send them to their deaths. Like if those job postings were made by like Watts and stuff to trap the huntsmen and huntresses.
You got a lot of nerve showing up back here. Unless you brought that idiot with you.
How much did Shiro owe you?
Well, I'd say about 16,000 lien.
Not sure if that's a lot. It's never really been established, the currency value.
What? Man, you must be in some serious trouble with him if you're paying me off.
His name is clear.
Yeah. That idiot.
I'm guessing they're both. I'm guessing that the bartender's assuming that he's dead.
Yeah.
Nope, here we go. The long-awaited meeting. Kind of strange to see.
Outside.
To see, like, you know, the Spring Maiden basically being a servant. Like, I have this all magical power, but
What's the truth?
I'm pouring tea now.
You know, it's better when it's hot.
You know, you're really obnoxious.
Damn!
The truth.
Sass.
The truth is hard to come by.
Eh,
A story of
not wrong.
victory for one person is a story of defeat for someone else. By now, your uncle has surely told Ruby and her friends plenty of stories.
History written by the
Well,
victor.
he's never given me a reason to doubt him before.
That doesn't mean those reasons don't exist.
Excuse me.
You know, you and your teammates might as well be the poster children for the Huntsman Academies. Your motives vary, but you all enrolled to try and make the world a better place.
That almost sounds like she's... Yeah, she's
It's
mocking
what
them.
huntsmen and huntresses do.
Not all of them. Some people are just in it for the money and the fame, but there's even more that are just looking to grow stronger.
Like
Your
yourself?
Uncle Crow and I didn't attend Beacon to become huntsmen.
No?
We did it to learn how to kill huntsmen.
Really? Now?
Daddy and Uncle left that part out,
Oh,
Aside from the Grim,
okay.
huntsmen were the only ones capable of ruining our raids and hunting us down. Our tribe needed a counterforce. And Crow and I were the perfect age. The entrance exams were child's play compared to what we'd already been through. We were good. So good that we caught the attention of Beacon's very own headmaster, Professor Osborne.
Not that he suspects,
Even
maybe?
after we were put on a team, I could tell he was keeping his eye on us. Back then, I thought it was because he knew. But it was Team Stark he was interested in.
What do you mean by that?
Constant attention, extra training missions, turning a blind eye whenever we happened to break the rules and get into more trouble than we should have. Sound familiar?
So that must be where, or how Crow kind of grew attached.
How much do you know about Professor Osborne? About his past?
He was a prodigy, one of the youngest headmasters to be appointed to a school.
Because that's how he planned it. Because the man you know as Osborne designed those schools, and has followers inside every academy on Remnant that are loyal to him and no one else.
That doesn't make any sense. How could he have... No. Why would someone even do that?
Because Old Man Oz has a great and terrible secret. One that could spread fear across the world.
Sorry, I'm not
One
saying
that
much. I'm just trying to
entrusted to our
focus
team.
on this.
And once I knew, there was no going back. I needed to know more. But with every new discovery I made, the more horrifying the world became.
Is that right?
Okay, then tell us.
I mean, being
What's
a
the big
bandit
secret?
and all,
What's so crazy that the rest of us don't know?
she's probably seen some shit.
The creatures of Grimm have a master named Salem. She can't be stopped, she can't be reasoned with, and she will not rest until humanity crumbles at her feet.
What?
You know, you two haven't even touched your tea.
Why should we believe any of this?
Now you're catching on. So far, you've done nothing but accept what others tell you. But you need to question everything.
Okay, so there's a lesson to be learned here. Sort of. Basically, just don't believe
Others
everything
are
you
just
hear.
as blind as Crow.
Uh-oh, that touched a nerve.
And your fool of a father.
Ooh. God damn. R.I.P. that tea set.
Don't you dare talk about my family like that! You need to calm down.
Interesting weapon.
Yang, please.
Listen to your friend, Yang. Your teammates never let you down before.
You don't know the first thing about my teammates. About me. You were never there. You left us. Why?
I know more than you realize. Not just about you, and not just what I've been told, but things I've seen with my own eyes.
Such as?
I know the Grimm have a leader. I know people who can come back from the dead. I know that magic is real,
Oh, Ospen, yeah.
and I can prove it.
I was gonna say, don't tell me there's, like, resurrection
Said
magic
Ty
or...
told you all about my semblance. Well, I doubt he ever told you what Oz did to my brother and me.
Wait, what? What he did to the two of you... Okay, now we're... Now...
Go see for yourself.
Oh. Okay, I'm interested now. Like, what did Ospen do to them?
Mom,
Yang, are you okay?
I'll be fine once we could get her to take us to Ruby.
I think Yang's under a lot of distress, but
It's
I think...
okay if you're not okay.
You didn't believe what she said, right?
Of course not. Well, not all of it. It was crazy. We have dust, semblances, but, I mean, there's no such thing as magic.
Yeah, they don't know about the maidens. You know, it's Raven. You know, so Raven is a raven, but we already knew that.
I've seen that bird before.
So
Maybe it belongs to your mom?
So Ozpin gave them the ability to turn into birds? So that supports the theory that he's the wizard.
How did you do that?
Magic.
Well, I could explain it to you. Or you could ask your uncle.
You're letting us go?
I'm giving you a choice. Stay here with me, and I'll answer all of your questions and more. We can have a fresh start. Or you can go back to Crow and join Ozpin's impossible war against Salem.
Yep, Yang, don't stay.
The same fate as so many others.
I wonder if that was implying
But can you
Summer.
really go back to trusting someone that's kept so much from you?
To be fair, though, Raven, you didn't give supporting evidence to your claims.
All I care about is making sure my sister is safe.
Practical. She's like, I don't care about this big world conspiracy. I just care about protecting my sister. And I can respect that.
Yeah. If you side with your uncle, I may not be as kind the next time we meet.
Because you were so kind before.
You aren't kind this time either.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
Oh, at least she admits it.
This isn't right. I get one or two of them, but...
Oh, wait. Oh, 3 minutes. Are we gonna get the reunion? Oh, shit. Scene do not end here. You do not... No, you do not get to end here.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, shit. Big reunion. Is it gonna happen? Ah.
All right, the first batch is just about done.
Awesome! Now we just need Crow and we'll be all set.
Yeah. But can we get to what's important, please?
People? This is a lot of food. I don't know.
Huh, Nora's actually eating healthy for a
We can use
change.
all the help we can get.
Granted, she must have a hell of a metabolism to be able to eat that many pancakes. And still, like, look as fit as she is.
Ruby.
Yeah, Ruby. Yeah, let Red take over.
Fine, you take over.
Let the chef take over. And you go deal with what you gotta do with down
We
there.
didn't know how many people were coming, so we just cooked all of it.
Man, there goes another tea set. Man, bad day for tea sets. Also, shit. Oh, what are they gonna say to each other?
Yang, I'm so sorry. I should have stayed. I should have talked to you more. I wasn't sure if you wanted me around.
Oh, God. I was like, I'm ready for it, but the water works. Oh.
I love you too.
Oh. Damn it, Rooster Teeth, stop it. You already made me cry like 2 episodes or 1 or 2 episodes ago. Next, yeah. I got a little bit emotional with the penny thing. Yeah. Yeah, Weiss is thinking about Winter. But who needs Winter when you have these two? Oh, damn. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that is perfect. Oh my God. Ugh. Yeah, I threw my pen somewhere. That's okay. I didn't need. Actually, yeah, I did need to reference a few things. I mentioned that I was watching the reactors earlier today. Can't Stop Amani. He's doing both RWBY and Full Metal Alchemist and a couple other things. But I've been following his Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. You should definitely check him out. He's really enjoying the series, and he's engaging with his audience, which is something I like. I like when reactors are engaging with their audiences. And then also, if you haven't seen it yet, last week, I think it was last week, because we talked about episode 5. Zeros to Heroes did a hangout with me and a couple of others. I was a guest, but I'm going to try to, if he's doing it again tonight, I forget if it's tonight or tomorrow that he's doing. Well, actually, it better be tonight, because tomorrow Survivor Series comes on, and I'm going to be watching that with whoever decides to join me. I think Luke's the only guaranteed one, but everybody else is kind of up in the air. And then another one I want to point out is Hero Hey. He does reaction videos, and he also does theory and discussion videos on RWBY and I think a few other things. Again, there's only certain people that I check out certain content to. Which reminds me, I need to get caught up on Murderer Burns' reactions to Red vs. Blue, because I wanted to wait for him to get way into the nitty gritty stuff, or rather just get the majority of it reacted to, just so I could kind of stream it. Well, not stream it online, but just binge watch it essentially, which is something I do with a lot of reactors. Blind Wave in particular. Renegades to a lesser extent, because Renegades, I like them. Don't get me wrong, I like them, but when it comes to shows like RWBY, they seem to forget a lot. And I mean, it could just be a disinterest thing because they're reacting to it because their fans want them to, which, it's their channel. They can do whatever they want. But if you don't enjoy it, don't react to it. Just because you're not doing yourself or your fans any favors if you're, half-assing it. Or not, I should say half-assing it, but doing it because you feel the need to. You should do it because you want to do it. But anyways, yeah, a couple shout-outs. Can't Stop Amani, check him out. Zeros to Heroes, check out his stuff. And Hero Hey, check out his stuff if you haven't already. Although most of you watching this already know about the Hero Hey. All right, so, Jesus. Where do I start? So I'm going to try to keep this under 30 minutes in case I need to bump this over to VidMe because YouTube decides to block it. So Crow went around looking for hunters and huntresses, and his luck was looking bad and pretty grim. But yeah, pretty grim that, all these hunters and huntresses are going on these missions and they've just been gone for weeks, months even. And they did that one where, the father answers it. He's just speechless. And, because it's drunk guys yelling and screaming at him oh, where's Heather at? You got to tell me where Heather is. And then, the little girl comes up. It's does he know where mom is? And then Crow puts it again shit. So that whole situation was awkward. But I think that one little segment was meant to illustrate that all these hunters and huntresses are just gone. Which my theory is that either Watts or Lionheart unwittingly, but directly by, Salem and all them, have been sending the hunters and huntresses away to basically snipe them off, pick them off one by one, bit by bit, and just kind of thin out the numbers at Haven, although I don't know why they would need to do that when, you think about how Beacon went, considering they had, all 4 academies had, their students there, so they had, a whole army of hunters and huntresses. But, well, they were in training. I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into this because I'm not a critic when it comes to RWBY. I just kind of let it go the way it wants to go because it's not a show it's not like I put it in the same stock as Game of Thrones where I want the plot to be completely consistent, true to itself. RWBY, I can forgive, a couple plot holes here and there and all that other stuff. Besides, Fat Man Falling and Celtic Productions, they do a much better job than I could ever do at really getting into the weeds over this show. Because I treat it in the same light as Buffy. It's fun and it's entertaining. I don't need anything too not over the top, but too extravagant, as it were. So yeah, we got that with Crow, and then we got Raven and Yang's discussion. So at first I was like, okay, these details are vague as shit. You're telling me stuff I already know, the audience already knows. And then when Raven said oh, so now you're catching on. You're questioning what I'm telling you rather than just believing it. So the whole point was to tell Yang essentially the truth, which everything Raven said was, I believe, completely correct. But she put it around to say oh, you're questioning it now. So the lesson was to question what you're told, not just believe it because somebody you think you can trust tells you. And so, like, Raven didn't want her to believe what she was saying. She just wanted her to question it, to really, like, be a skeptic, if you will. And she did. Now, what I got from... I guess this one, either I missed the mark completely, or it just didn't... It built up a tension point and just kind of fell sort of flat, but it was like, I'll show you what Ozpin did to me, and she just turns into the bird and then emerges. It's like, all right, so he turned you into a bird. Is that necessarily a bad thing? I mean, Crow seems to be doing all right with it. In fact, he's more uptight over his semblance. Like that, that pretty much is the reason why he's a drunk and why he's... I don't think it's outright stated, or it's never going to be outright stated, but I think he is, like, legitimately depressed because he has that willingness to want to help others, but he can't. Well, he can, but he also hurts them because of his semblance, because it causes bad luck and all that other stuff, or bad karma. So, yeah, it's kind of ironic when you think about Raven and Crow with their two semblances and their views on people. But we also learned that Crow and Raven originally went there to learn how to essentially kill hunters and huntresses. I don't know if Ozpin knew. I want to say he did, but he wanted to be like, oh, okay, so they're here to do that. Well, maybe I could change their minds, bring them to give them something to be better than just, some bandits out there hunting and killing people, so ruthlessly. And I think it worked with Crow. And then with Raven, I guess, like, I don't know if he brought if he brought Team Stark in the loop. I want to say he did, and they just started learning more and more about how Ozpin's keeping all the secrets from everybody else and all that stuff. So I think Raven's a bit more practical in how she, like, plans and schemes and stuff like that. She does believe in hiding things from people. So that's speculation, though. I don't really know much, or I don't know much. I don't really know how to put Raven's mindset together. I think we need more information, or at least I need more information on why she mistrusts Ozpin, because she didn't necessarily give a reason to mistrust Ozpin, because she had no proof to what she was saying. All she was able to really do, and I agree with her completely, is make Yang question what she's been told. But she didn't give Yang any reason to have doubts about Ozpin. In fact, she pretty much just dismissed everything Raven said. It's like, all right, I already told you, I don't care about your big world conspiracy about Ozpin or anything like that. I just want to protect my sister. I'm a practical-minded person. I care about the things that I know that matter to me, and that is my family. And you can tell she got, like, super fucking pissed when Raven was like, Crow's a fool, Yang's an O for whatever she said. So Yang feels very human in that regard. So, and then Weiss, of course, was trying to be that voice for reasons like, Yang, we're in the middle of a bandit camp. Let's try to keep our cool together. And then Raven gives her the choice, like, you can either trust Crow or you can stay here with me and I can tell you everything, blah, blah, blah. But she didn't really make a strong argument for Yang to stay. So I was like, Yang, if you stay, I swear to God, I'm going to, like, I don't know what I would do. Like, scream into the mic or something. RIP headphone users. But not really. But I would be very upset with her if she decided to stay. Which, thankfully, she's keeping that role going where she's becoming more and more of she's already my top favorite character. But she's giving me more of a reason to consider her my top favorite character. Weiss as well. Weiss has actually moved up a lot as of Volume 4 and 5 go. 1 through 3, I was the Weiss haters. I was kind of on their side. I didn't necessarily think that she didn't have a chance to redeem herself because some of them, I don't want to say a lot, and some of them, not all of them, because some like me turned around were like, she's actually not all that bad. And the same thing goes with Blake. Blake's been winning me over slightly over this volume. Last volume, not so much, but this volume, yeah, she's getting there. She's doing better. Which I like. I like character dynamics where I start off disliking a character but gradually grow to like them. That tells me that they're doing something right with the character. As far as Ruby herself goes, I've never disliked her. I've just never really had a reason to invest in liking her. But right now, I think I'm getting there. Same thing goes with. Actually, I never come to think of it. Besides the first for the first maybe half dozen episodes of Volume 1, I didn't care much for Jean. But throughout the latter end of season, the latter end of season 2 through season 3 and 4, and then now 5. Yeah, I've grown to like John a lot more. But anyways, I'm getting like sidetracked about it. Like, I like this character. I like that character. I can say that for a discussion or add it into one of my Let's Plays where I talk about various things, or at least I try to. There are some where it's just like I talk about what's going on in the game itself. But yeah, I mean, we've got pretty much 90% of the team back together. All we need is for Sun and Blake to, get over there to Haven, which is where I think we're going next. So I have no doubt in my mind that because of where Weiss, Ruby, and Yang are, we might not see them at all next episode. We're just going to get nothing but Blake, Sun, and the Belladonna parents, Ilya, and then possibly Corsac and Fennec. So we're going to see how the whole... So I guess the big mid-season fight's going to be at Menagerie between, I'm assuming Ilya, or obviously it's going to be Ilya. I'm assuming Yuma's going to get involved and maybe some other White Fang agents. And then we're going to see somebody's going to bite the bullet. I'm leaning towards Gira. I'm hoping it's only Gira, but it could also be Kali, and Kali could be the one to die. Although I think it would make more sense for it to be Gira, considering we know Gira is a fighter. We know he can, he at least has the appearance that he can throw down. Kali, I don't think so much is much of a fighter so much as she is just a housewife, a mom who just wants to raise her child, and she supports the equality thing, obviously. All fathers support the equality. And then some like Adam just take it too far, although Adam, it's more about himself. So yeah, episode 7 is definitely going to be like our equivalent to volume 4, episode 6, where Tyrion showed up and everybody was like, oh shit, somebody going to die? So I'm thinking 7 and 8 will be our sort of mid-season big fight. Things will settle down a little bit more, and then we'll set up for the climax, because yeah, as of next episode, we'll be halfway done with the season, or volume season, same thing. Yep, I went over the 30-minute mark. Oh well, I think I should be okay because so far, volume 5, episode 5, it's still up and going, and I haven't had any issues with it. And chapter 5 or chapter 4 didn't get dinged until like yesterday, or what's the day before? No, I got dinged at some point. Right before. Yeah, I think it was yesterday that he got dinged. Yeah, it was yesterday, in fact. All right, so yeah, we've got the big reunion. So yeah, in the end, Crow didn't need all those extra hunters and huntresses because he's got Weiss and Yang. Although having fully trained ones would probably be better, but still, the audience is more familiar with these individuals as opposed to, some new random Joes getting introduced. Which is good. I would prefer if RWBY could just balance out how many characters they had, because with Volume 3, we had, fucking mountain load of characters introduced. And I'm not sure if we're going to see teams Auburn. I think the rest of the team Sun will show up at some point because they did name drop them in Volume 4. So obviously they're not forgotten. They just haven't had a reason to appear yet. Especially since Weiss is now in Haven, I could definitely see Neptune making an appearance again, which makes me wonder if Neptune's going to end up dying because I get the feeling they're going to try to ship... I get the feeling the end game for Jean and his little ship, or whatever the hell you want to call it, is going to be with Weiss. I think they're going to kind of rekindle that. I could be wrong. I don't care either way, but I could be wrong. But that's where I think they're going to go with it, because obviously they have Oscar and RWBY doing their whatever the hell. And I get that some people are weirded out because of the whole Osmond. But once Osmond kind of fades away and, becomes one with Oscar, it'll be less weird. All right, so holy shit, I had a lot to say apparently. Not much else to talk about, but if Zeros to Heroes does its thing, I'll definitely give more of my prediction remarks if I get time to throw in there, because I think he likes to keep things tied to the episode itself, and then sidetracks here and there. But anyways, folks, I have a look obliged, and I hope you've enjoyed this reaction, and I shall see you all for whatever video I upload next.